Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland. We're
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down. The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbati Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I've felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. Really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, and come back in one piece.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Shoot. Nah, you're fighting a rear. Strider 1, missile launched.
I need cover! Dodge that missile!
Target acquired.
Cyclops 3, Box 2. Scram 2, attack sail. Box 2. Locked on. Go now.
Forces are now moving to capture Farbati Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They could use some air support.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital! Target destroyed. Half the enemy's already down. That LRSSC is really something. Be careful up there. You shot down many.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Roger. The park will be secured. Those three shots clear the way.
I know the feeling. Vehicle eliminated.
HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support. Stand your ground.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Locked on bandit. Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Let me slide in on that tail. Richard 6, shake him off! We've got flies buzzing around our heads. Don't take your eyes off them. I'm hit! Damn it, missile fire! Shake it, bandit! That was a fast response. Looks like the enemy understands how important this place is.
Target acquired. Strider 1, missile away.
Strider 1, enemy destroyed. Enemy vessels, fire! Breaking out block. Excavating enemy vessels.
Locked on, you're mine.
Missile away.
Missile.
Target down and out.
Ammunition 0.
Locked on.
Ammunition 0. Ammunition 0.
Strider 1, locked on target. APC eliminated.
Ammunition 0. Ammunition 0. Ammunition 0.
Okay, Trigger. The submerged area is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat. Let's go. Who's in?
Roger. Ammunition 0. Missile.
Missile is closing. Strider 1, break.
Missile. Missile.
Just who are these guys?
Missile.
Like the devil himself in the last battle. Don't have enough firepower to stop them. Hostile has a lock.
Missile. Missile.
Locked on bandit.
Missile.
Missile launched.
Missile.
Can I make it?
Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
Escort missions are no walk in the park. Protect those ships.
Caution.
Target destroyed by Strider 1.
Target is in machine gun range.
Something we can do.
3 strikes is overhead. Lady Luck's now on our side.
Missile. Missile.
They're veterans of multiple naval battles. Do not underestimate them.
Vessel confirmed sunk.
Lost 30% of our force. Given the circumstances. Everyone's requesting backup. It'll take forever to get here.
Pull up.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Strider 1, target acquired. Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood. Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood. Understood.
Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into short base.
Missile.
Javelin flame deployed.
Strider 4, Fox 2. Steer clear of the fucking allied ship. Just how many did we lose?
Hang in there. 3 strikes will be here soon. Now, support team, open fire.
Missile hit.
Bandit has a lock.
Would it help their aim if I stood still?
Missile launched.
What do you mean retreat? The enemy has sealed off the harbor, preventing us from landing.
Show the enemy no mercy. Keep firing.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take him out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses. Roger that. Forward! We still have a chance at victory! It's much easier to defend once you've taken up attack positions.
This is the Stork. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
The enemy is definitely trying to stop our advance.
Missile.
Cover if they lost.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
That area's all yours, Strider. We're back up 1 squadron at the Silver Bridge.
Show them how OFICIal fights this battle.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
firing data. Azimuth 2870, elevation 237. Prepare to volley. Fire.
Caution, caution.
I'm taking combat vehicles to knock down. They mostly fall into the enemy's air support.
Bandit hit.
Target is in machine gun range.
And impact. Tucker 4. Don't leave me on our eardrums next time. Thanks for the fire support. Longcaster, this is base 1. We'll handle the rest.
All aircraft, move on to assist other units.
Thanks, ORSMG. We'll take it from here. There's a crack in the enemy's defenses. Send our troops there at once. This should allow us to put up a fight.
3 minutes remaining. We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy. Trigger.
Caution.
It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next. You did really well out there. This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
This is base 1. Ventania Reconstruction Park is under our control. Now, on to the enemy headquarters. Hey, those are our place. Give them away.
Missile.
Missile launched.
You really think that missile will make it anything?
2 minutes remaining. In gun range.
Ready? Fire. We've got the cross to give us air support. We need that bridge to establish our position. Give those ground troops all support they need.
Missile.
Powerful AA defenses in the AO. Coordinates Tango 2A. There's an AA. No one. Protecting the defenses.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Up the pressure. We're almost there. Just about pushing through the enemy's defenses.
Confirming Strider 1 destroyed target.
Ammunition 0. Missile. Missile.
Say goodbye.
One
Missile.
minute remaining.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Destroy the enemy's red fleet, and then we can regroup.
Missile away. Bon voyage.
I'm hit, but still fighting.
Target acquired.
Locked on. Go down.
Bandit sighted.
30 seconds remaining.
Watch the plane with the 3 strikes. You sure? Did you really move pilots from Stonehenge? No use.
Cyclops 2, missile inbound.
Target's been wiped out.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that. Man, don't jinx us.
Ah, you're right. You bogeys. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. Rex.
Ammunition 0.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders were the different leaders. Don't underestimate the rest of them either. Mission could be horrible. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile.
Don't go out alone. 2 or more on each target.
Lowrider coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Missile.
Enemy's got a lock. This is Cyclops 3. I've been hit. We gotta go check.
Missile.
Don't get too
Missile.
far ahead. Take them out one by one.
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, it's gonna make it.
Missile.
Listen, Trigger, real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not gonna fall. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
What?
Stall warning.
Right, grab the bait. Time to take him for a ride.
Survive again. Lock on you, Strider. Sorry, they gotta bail out. I've got you.
Missile.
Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire.
Stall warning.
Perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys won't let you have it.
I'm hit! Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Missile.
Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. We're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Scratch the last escort.
We need to be extra careful if we want to split up the 2 leaders. Eject while you can still talk. Wiseman, watch your tail!
Target is hit.
Nice. Fine. Give him one more.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Bad pilot. Wiseman, missile closing!
I'll keep him on me.
Just a bit longer!
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops 1 is
Wiseman,
down.
eject already, Wiseman! I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Stall warning.
Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. The duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Ah, damn it! Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun. We're gonna take out that bastard.
Will go count.
Stall warning.
Fox 2.
Stall warning.
Good lord. All we can do is rely on our best pilot now.
Shit! This guy's too tough.
I don't think I can take him on.
Missile. Stall warning.
Now I see why he's the king of the skies. Trigger's our only hope. I have a lock.
Missile hit.
Stall warning.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
My radar suddenly turned off. What is it? Respond. My data won't update.
My HUD
Damn
is
it.
reaching out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Source
Ammunition
Squadron.
0.
Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success.
Ammunition
We
zero.
didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is... The enemy...
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.